Yields back. Ms. Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for being here. Mr. Chairman, I ask unanimous consent to submit to the record an article from the New York Times entitled, "China's Chokehold on This Obscure Mineral Threatens the West Military."
Without objection.
Mr. Secretary, this article that I just referenced outlines how the Department of Defense paid an Australian firm 10 times more than it paid MP Materials, an American firm, to onshore the full ecosystem of rare earth production. MP, the largest U.S. rare earth producer, has invested $1 billion of its own capital since 2020 and employs more than 800 Americans. Yet it was undercut by an Australian firm that never even broke ground in the U.S. MP Materials is ready to install their samarium processing equipment and help the U.S. combat China's export controls. And I want to note that China produces the entire world's supply of this obscure rare earth metal that is used almost entirely in military applications because of its its use in heat resistance magnets. So my question is, in accordance with the administration's America First agenda, do you agree that subsidies should first support U.S. companies already investing, hiring, and paying taxes in the United States? And can I have your support in ensuring that the department critical mineral policies will align with this goal?
Ma'am, it's an excellent question. It's something we have been very focused on. In fact, my deputy secretary, it is his number one, is ensuring that sourcing of critical minerals, whether they're heavy or light rare earths, are sourced reliably in America first, and if not, then amongst allies. I won't reveal or talk about more than that in a setting like this, because we have reserves and we have capabilities, but at the same time, we have to aggressively work. And MP Materials, Mountain Pass, is a great example of a place where we can partner with industry. But what does China do? You know this. China undercuts the market intentionally to try to corner the market, and we have to account for that in the way that, in the things that we support.
So the answer is yes, I can have your
Yes,
support. Thank you. I also want to turn now to the collaborative combat aircraft. I represent Las Vegas, Nevada, so we're very excited that the department will base the CCA unit at Creech Air Force Base, which is the center of excellence in uncrewed aircraft systems. And I want to make sure that the department has the resources they need to make this program a success. Last year, the Air Force had to shift $383 million to the CCA program, plussing it up by 60%. Can you assure me that your budget request will fully fund the CCA program this year?
Ma'am, it does fully fund the CCA, and we believe in the collaborative combat aircraft, the loyal wingman concept, this idea that you project power more robustly through autonomous, semi-autonomous systems that that amplify our lethal effect. So yes.
Thank you. Great. Can you give me an update on the first flight and the production decision for Increment 1, and are we on track for the flight? When will it be? And finally, when do you anticipate the production decision this fiscal year? What quantity of aircraft will we procure? How many vendors will you award? And what factors are you considering?
Brent, feel free to chime in. You're talking about the CCA still,
Yes.
correct? My understanding is later this year on the flight.
We know
but
a date?
As far as I don't know the exact date, ma'am. But Bryn, you might know.
Yes, ma'am. We can get back to you on the specific date. It should be this fiscal year. And for our budget request, it's $804 million for the collaborative combat aircraft.
Great. Thank you. How much time do I have left? I'll just, also, can you then outline what is planned for Increment 2? What type of capabilities can we expect, and what timeline in critical milestones?
We'll get back to you on that one, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. With that, I yield.
Thank you, gentlelady. And I'd just like to point out that Mountain Pass is in San Bernardino County, California. So one of the only critical mineral mines left in the United States. Hopefully that'll change soon. Mr. Joyce. Nope. Mr. Elzey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Sergeant Major Troy Black, thank you for all your years of service. You've been serving this country since Ronald Reagan was president in 1988. You leave behind a distinguished career in uniform, wearing that uniform, service to your country. You have served as the senior enlisted advisor to the Commandant of the Marine Corps and now to the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs. And I think, but what will be most missed, if you didn't know this about him, in 2010, he received the Bronze Star with a Combat V for running across several hundred yards of mine-in-placed fields to pick up a fallen Marine. You're a Marine's Marine. You will be missed. You are the pride of Louisville, Kentucky. And I'd like to say, on behalf of this committee and our nation, we're grateful, and fair winds and following seas.